Good afternoon, Getfitnation and Nurture Network. I'm so excited today to introduce to you a very young author named Tanja Montgomery. And I'm so excited because it's somebody that I know. And I'm so proud to say that she's someone that I met years back as a student of mine. And I wanted to introduce her to not only to Getfitnation and to Nurture Network, but to the youth out there. And because I think she's such an inspiration en mense, ek is so opgewonde. Laat ek haar voorstel, my juffrou, mevrou Tanja Montgomery. How are you?
I'm good.
It's great to see you. How long has it been?
Almost 10 years.
Oh, can you believe it? Now, can you tell the audience out there and everybody a little bit about yourself, Tanja?
Hi, everyone. So I'm 25, and this has set my target audience, mostly young adults. I grew up in a small town called Heilbronn. So you'll see in my books, I mostly use small towns instead of large cities. I graduated in 2014, and I'm hoping that next year I can do my Bachelor of Arts in Creative Writing via UNISA. I'm also hoping that I can finish and publish my second book this year.
Now look at that. 25 and the author of a book. I am just fascinated. I'm telling myself, imagine, man. Imagine at 25, I had my ducks in a row. I've authored my first book already. Heerlikheid, the sky would be the limit. So listen, you must tell the people, how do we know each other? That's the first thing I ask.
We met in my second or third year of college studies. You were my life orientation teacher. You still stopped the class in the middle of the class to tell us about Mrs. BBM. The effects of what happens
on my phone.
Yes.
Now, ladies and gents, if it is that I was talking about BBM, can you imagine how long ago that was? BBM doesn't exist anymore. Now listen, where would you say did your love and interest start? Where did it all start for you? The writing part, this fascination with wanting to be an author.
To be honest, I'm very unsure. There was no heart click moment that said, I have to do this. I need to do this. It just started, and I'm enjoying creating worlds where people can just escape to and, live themselves into something different.
Yeah, and so you know what? Another thing that fascinated me was not only that you are a young lady that has this, that aspire to do something, you set your mind to it, and you did this, and that this can become an inspiration to other youth that wants to also do something, that have this idea, but they don't know how to start. How did it all start for you? Tell us about this website called Smash Words.
Smash Words it's for readers and authors as well. So if you sign up, you can either be the reader and you can purchase the books if you want to, or you can publish your book, which is nice. They have a style guide, so you don't need to worry about how to put it in a correct format for printing purposes or EPUB versions. They also have an auto-vetter. That is the thing that converts your Word document into an EPUB file and the Kindle files and all of that for you. And it will throw out the errors if there are any and let you know, okay, you need to change this or that needs to be edited. Yeah. But mostly the style guide, if you follow it to 100%, it will most definitely not give you any errors. They promote your book for you. They pretty much distribute it to all the major retailers. Yes. When you get your premium catalog. So
this they is even amazing. Amazing. And I have one of our Facebook users saying, awesome. And they're giving us a clap or a thumbs up. And look at this. Can you see behind me? I've got my own studio set up here.
Very nice.
The family is passing by here. They all rolling their eyes. They're so tired of this. What's going on? Why must the furniture be moved? They're just so done with all of this. So listen here. Another thing I wanted to ask you was, how long did it take you to write your first book?
I think it took me about 4 or 5 months.
It's amazing, man. And the story, the idea, where did it, was it always in your heart? That was going to be, if you must write a book one day, that would be your story? Or did it just come about as you were busy writing?
It came about as I was writing. So it started out as a competition book.
Yes.
And because I saw this ad on Facebook constantly about this competition, and then I just said, okay, fine, I'm doing it. I keep seeing this, so I'm doing it.
Yes.
And they gave you like an idea more or less of what they are
Yeah.
looking for. So I started with that basics, and as I wrote, it just continued. So
Yeah.
there's this thing that I learned actually in creative writing. You get pantsers and plotters. So
Uh,
pantsers are, that's me, 100%. I learn the story as I write. I
yes.
haven't pre-planned it. I haven't set it out. I just write. And then the
And as
planners are the ones
yeah.
that will take it from A to Z. You know exactly how that book is going to end.
Because you already took it further. And obviously, it might be any genre that people are interested in. And the genre that you have taken and that we will talk a bit later about is very interesting because it's on trend with what the youth is into currently. But I want to know from my side, I'm always interested to know, who would you say were the people who supported you on this journey for you to become an author at such a young age?
Well, definitely all my parents, you know, the biological ones, and then the ones that are all considered to be the parents.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
in
there.
your life.
Yes. And then my wonderful fiance who's sitting hookah there in the corner looking at me. He's giving me a big thumbs up.
Was he the one that you tested the questions on?
Yes.
The poor man.
And he's so
And
nice. He just keeps telling me, no, that's a great answer. I'm like, really now? You are supposed to just tell me what you think, not tell me it's a great answer.
yes. But you know, everything that you will say will be great. And listen, what about the best friend?
Oh, yes. It just so happens to be his sister as well. So she's my
Oh,
sister
how
in law to be.
convenient, eh? How convenient.
Makes for a good book, too.
Yes. So you know what I'm noticing, and I think that is how for me it was also important with Getfitnation. I wanted to surround myself with like-minded people who wanted to live healthy, and with the Nurture Network is what about like-minded people who want to uplift the communities. So you have followed that same blueprint because you are surrounding yourself with supportive people who's going to get you to your next goal, and that is book two. Look at you, eh?
You'll be the
So
first
here we
one.
get, yes. So now let's show the cover quickly, man. The cover of the book. And the book's name, The Tale. Dun, 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 dun. The Tale of a Witch. You see, I come with sound effects and everything. Now tell us about the title, the plot, and tell us about the book, a little bit about about the characters and what the tale is about, not to steal the story away from you.
Okay, so the title started out as The Blue Eyed Witch initially. So when I entered the competition, I entered it as the tale of the Blue Eyed Witch, but
Yeah.
I changed it eventually because I found out that the title had already been taken. The
Yeah.
book the book had been published in 1969 or something with that title, so I had
Ah,
to change it. So then I
okay.
changed it and I removed the book from the competition as well. So I
Yeah.
found the selling requirements was a little bit stringent and there was a
Yeah.
few issues there. So I took it off and moved to Smashwords. But the book, in essence, in a nutshell, is about a girl named Misty. Misty was born a dormant witch, and this made her very much an outcast of the witches community. She later meets Niam and then she gets her magical powers back. But
Yeah,
in the process, they release the Demon King without knowing it. And now
yeah.
he is out to exact his revenge plot against the witches for having kept him in captivity.
Ooh, yes. You know what I get? I get that Sabrina feeling. I get that Harry Potter slash Sabrina slash, there's some others that's coming in there. And you know what I've realized is if I ask my daughter what they are watching, the youngsters are always going for something that's exciting and where they must figure out what is going to be happening and also a little hint of romance. And you've got all of that there. It's a
I
hint
like
romance
action
as well.
books.
Yes, and it's an action book as well. So I wanted to ask you if you must look at giving someone advice that wants to start on the journey of writing their first book, and or if it's a poem or a book, what would the advice be that you would give them?
I would say your first draft will never ever be your last one. So don't give up. If it is your passion, continue on. And yeah, there was
Yeah.
something I wanted to add to it, but I forgot now. And my
Yeah.
favorite author quote that I have is do what you love and you will never work a day in your life. That is
Oh,
my favorite quote because if you do it
that's the
and you love
best.
it, you will
Yeah.
never get tired of it. You will never feel like you are actually working.
I really agree with that. And I think for me, it's again that we live with a purpose that whatever you're doing is towards a goal and towards something that you want to achieve. In that way, you have no regrets, right? I mean,
Yes.
that's what's important, especially when you get to this age. No regrets. So, you have started a wonderful initiative on Facebook. You have started a Facebook group for writers and readers. Tell people about this group.
So the intent of the group was for authors so that they can publish and promote their works that they have, and for readers so that they can read it and maybe give some feedback, like a book nook where you can read
Yes,
and like a club where you read and you review and you can publish and you get that
yeah,
promotion that you need. And then once the group was started, I had the added idea of making it an informative group as well, where I
yes,
post a few tips and tricks here and there every now and again about how to plot, and as I explained earlier, the pantsers and the plotters and what
yes,
the differences are and how to go about it. And then I add some inspirational quotes here and there as well that I find on the internet. So I'm
yeah.
hoping that this group will inspire and motivate more writers to actually publish their works and continue with their journeys.
I think that's wonderful because you know what? I think that is what is busy. We're busy losing it due to people being on their cell phones more and we're losing the art of picking that book up and sitting with a book and reading and paging through it and just absorbing it like that. And for that, I'm very grateful. And that is why I joined the group and that is how our paths cross. You see how things work out. So, because I started in January with my journey, whether it was the fitness journey and with Nurture Network, there was always people that gave me an opportunity, whether it was where they said, Colleen, why don't you come on our show? Whether why we want to interview you, we want to get the word out. We believe in what you say. And for me, I want to pay it forward. And that is why I invited you, not because you are a student that was in my class, because I see you today as a young woman who is busy doing something incredible that I want others to know about. And I want us to invite more people to your writers and readers group because I think it's such an amazing thing. And I want to put it out there for the youth on the Nurture Network as well, because I think that is what we need today. Let's get this movement growing and just let move it forward. So tell me, how much is this book?
It's currently on promotion for only $1, so that's around about 14 Rand 50. So until end of July, it's 14.50 Rand, and then after that it will be around about 30 Rand, the $2 full price.
So
And then
I can say I can afford that,
yes,
eh? Can I be one? Can I buy a book? So I've got a PayPal. Can I then buy the book through my PayPal?
yes, you can.
Okay, and I also know that even if you set up a PayPal but you don't have it linked to your bank account, you can still pay via your bank account as well. And I can then just search for A Tale of a Witch. Can I
Yes, you
search
can.
for the name?
Yes.
Okay, so then I will then have the book and I will then get it as an ebook.
Yes, it will be in various formats, so you can read it online. You can read it as an EPUB version. There's a Kindle version. There's a PDF version. They have
Yeah.
made it into every possible version except audiobook. I'm still working on that, but they can do it for you as well.
And I am really looking forward, and I'm also going to obviously my daughter will love it because she's into the Sabrina. She likes the Harry Potter fan, so that would be very interesting. And what I want to ask is, what if there are people that wants to learn more or wants to join the group? How will they contact you?
They can send me an email at t.monty95@yahoo.com. So they are welcome to send me an email anytime.
Look at that
And
magic! It just appeared on the screen now.
yes, just like
Just
that.
like that.
You
So,
also
from
asked
your
me
side,
yesterday
yes,
about if I'll get hard copies, and I've actually been searching for them, and I
yeah.
found a few places that's actually willing to print them. So if
What?
there's really an interest for it, then I will definitely start printing copies of it and have the hard copies ready.
So, from my side, I would like to make my live stream channel available to you so that you know how there's always a book signing. I've seen it on TV, man. So, because of COVID level 4, you can't have a book signing and it's online. So, then maybe you decide an exciting section in the book and you must do a live reading for us and we set it up for you.
That
When would you like to do it?
anytime you let me know, I'm free.
So I'm saying this live right here now, next Saturday, same time, same place. So I will just introduce, I'll set it up, and I'll let you have the platform and 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you decide. And obviously she's gonna read, and I hope she has the same sound effects like I do.
With my reading, yes, definitely.
So, so any final advice for all of us, novice who wants to start one day? Anything that you want to say before we sign off?
Definitely never quit, never give up, and never be too self critical. If you find yourself being self critical, rather ask someone for advice or some help, or just make sure the person will be supportive, but in
Yeah.
a supportive sense, as in they will tell you, but in a nice way, tell you.
So I want to tell you that today we have a Getfitnation on my side, on the Facebook side. There's 4,000 people. Then Getfitnation on the group. There's 1,200 people, and Nurture Network about 700 people. Obviously on your Facebook as well, YouTube. So don't worry if you don't see people viewing now. During the week, and as it will be promoted on your site, on my sites, people will see this and I will spread the word because I'm telling you, this is going to make a huge impact, this initiative that you've started. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So have a blessed day further, and we talk soon. See you next Saturday for our book reading.
Perfect. Can't wait. Bye.
Have a good day.
Thanks.